let's have a little look at the DevCom, because obviously we got the live stream the other day. I was actually positive about the Arknights Endfield live stream. I think it looks like there's a good bunch of QOLs. I'm looking forward to the new area. I'm looking forward to the new units. We've got a rerun banner that looks like it's better than what we thought it was. We're going to definitely confirm that by looking through this, that it looks like it's a selector rather than just being random out of the four, which is good, because Ardelia being in the banner would have been pretty rough for a lot of people, because a lot of people already got Ardelia at the start of the game, because obviously you got her, and then got her in the starter banner as well. So it's like some people was already a little bit miffed. Then if they get her again, there's going to be a lot of people not happy about that situation. So it seems like that's been solved. But let's have a look what's actually getting added, because they tend to give us just a little bit more info and go into a little bit more in detail about the stuff that they didn't cover in the stream. So let's have a little look at what Hypergryph and Griffline are saying here then, shall we? So we've got the Arknights Endfield at the wake of spring core chapter version DevCom. Dear Administrator, this is the Arknights Endfield team. As spring awakens, the road ahead stretches onto Arknights Enfield's core chapter version. Will officially launch on April 17th. For some reason, I had in my head it was the 16th, man. So that is Friday, right? That's Friday, right? Through this DevCom, we would like to share the major optimizations and adjustments that will be made in this version. So, AIC, factory and regional development improvements. It's great that we're getting that little event that's going to make us interact with the factory in a different way as well. So, added the Nexus control task feature now available in the Zhejiang Control Nexus. This feature simplifies daily operations in the Zhejiang cabins, allows one-click collection of products and arrangement of production, as well as one-click claiming and auto-filling of clues. Great. It's always good when we get these sort of quality of life aspects regarding this sort of stuff. It's much better to be able to 1-2 click things rather than having to click through sub-menus. It's not something you really want to be doing. And I do think a lot of people don't like doing this, because especially with your dailies a little bit with Enfield, even though I don't find them mature personally. You know, a lot of it is like hopping into the ship, hopping into your elastic goods, selling stuff, you know, going to do your little jobs, your chores, your deliveries, that sort of stuff. So I can understand people being like, you know, yeah, that's a bit of an issue. That's a bit of an issue. So that's good to see. Recycling station optimization. Once recycling stations reach level 4, you can select any level 4 recycling station on the map screen, and then use its details panel to remotely collect resources from all level 4 for all level 4 recycling stations in the area with one click without going there yourself. Great. So when it says this, does this mean that it does all of it with one? That's just great, right? Of course. That's one. Even though I love going around the map and exploring, that's one that's like, I've really got to go all the way there just to pick that up, right? You know? Can't somebody else do that for me? I am the admin. So it's great to know we're sending like fucking Perlica off or something, Tang to go and collect the mail for us, because, well, probably not Tang because she can't read, she won't know what she's picking up. So that's great, right? Good little optimizations. These are good things, man. These are good things. Depot node optimization. A region filter feature will be added to the list of delivery jobs, allowing to quickly filter jobs by region. Great. Conduit optimization. Markers are now displayed on the maps of the core AIC area. Moving conduit outlets, inlets in these areas will no longer break existing conduit connections. This sounds tiny, but this annoys the hell out of me. You know when you're doing the little tinkering with your factory and you have to keep going and reconnecting them? I don't know why that was a thing when the game came out, or when we got them, should I say. So it's really good that they're working on that quickly, because super annoying, made no sense, right, really, personally. It's like, why? I get it, in reality, if you was doing it in real life, of course you'd need to disconnect it, right? Of course, but come on, what? Why do I want to have to keep reconnecting things? Especially if you've got multiple and you end up moving a good part of your base around. You have to go back in and then manually reconnect everything. It's just annoying, wasn't it? So that's really good to see. Blueprint share text optimization. After copying a blueprint sharing code, the system generated text will include the blueprint's name. Cool. Not major, but yeah, whatever. Combat experience improvements. Okay, then. So we got the timer optimization. So when you've got fighting bosses now, you've just got a timer in the left-hand corner, which is good, right? Like, it's a reverse timer, though, guys. It's the good timer. It's not the 3 minutes or your cook timer. It's just for people who really want to optimize runs, basically, right? You know, cut that few seconds off each time. You can look in the top left-hand corner, know you're kind of behind your best time or whatever it might be. It's good for the people who want to sweat and squeeze out the few extra seconds in these runs as well. Because the problem was, you knew your time until you trimmed your medal, right? So, say for Rodan, it was 120 to trim it, right? If you was at 130, you're like, I'm 10 seconds off, right? But the second you trimmed it just goes, and you've got no idea of, okay, so what is my best time then? How within the 120 was I? Unless you just get a timer at yourself. So now you can actually be able to look and be like, okay, damn, I'm doing it in some good times now. So that's really good. I like that actually. I probably won't use it myself too much because it's not my style, but yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Added ultimate duration prompt. This is great as well. When casting an ultimate lasts for a period of time, its remaining time will be displayed on the bottom of the screen, which you can see here. We saw this in the stream. You can see it burning down. Cool. You know, little additional UI option there. You can see what's going on with your ult. Interactions and quality of life improvements. We've got gear assembly optimization. Provides quick access to the gear assembly screen. In addition, a new batch gear assembly feature will now be able to allow you to make multiple gear at once. Right, this is great. This is great. For a game where you need to keep crafting gear, to feed into gear, to do your artificing, makes sense that there's a batch option. Probably should have been there when the game came out. Oh, it's there now. We haven't had to wait too long, so that's really good that it's in there. We've got the advanced progression selection crate optimization. When upgrading operator skills or talents, if required materials are insufficient and can be obtained from advanced progression selection crates, you can click in the material details panel and go directly to the selection screen. The system will automatically set the corresponding materials and set the number of selection crates open, helping you quickly obtain what you need. Cool. You know that thing when you're like, shit, how many do I need to do? You know, and then you go back, oh, I need to do one more. So that's good. That's good. Training, reward claiming optimization. If you have already mastered the combat knowledge in basic training and operator guide, you can claim the corresponding rewards directly without fully completing the tutorial content. Chill. Material acquisition navigation optimization. Optimize the navigation logic for obtaining certain materials that can be obtained through RE Crisis Deep Dive mode. Click in the material details panel to go directly to the entry screen for the corresponding protocol space. So that's good. So wait. See, like, you know, one thing I will say as well, with certain, so is that going to let us go straight in? Because, like, with certain things like that in the map of Enfield, even though I don't mind traveling around, you have to, like, TP to the closest thing and then walk there. And that's the thing. Everything that you can do that within the game, where you enter something, you should just be able to directly TP there, right? With no walking needed, really, personally. Even though I still like exploring and stuff. You know, when you're trying to burn, because sometimes you haven't got much time, you want to get on, you want to do a little bit of a few bits and pieces, and then you want to get off, don't you? If you've got other stuff to do. So yeah, that's good. Controller button customization optimization, cool. They're getting button mods for controller, cool. You can change your inputs and stuff, cool. Operator FX optimization, added a toggle for displaying max potential FX for operators, allowing you to choose whether to show these effects for specific operators. I wonder why this is. Is it because maybe some people just don't like the look of it when they're max pot? Or do you reckon it's maybe some people are having performance issues when that's on? I don't know why you'd want to turn that off personally. Hey, you know, it's cool. It's there. I suppose, right? Yeah. All options are good, right? Other interaction optimization. Simplify the animation skip process for headhunting and arsenal issue. Cool. Yeah, cool. What are you talking about, the map dungeons? You can enter them from the map screen already. No, I'm just talking about any sort of thing where you can enter, basically. The map dungeons and stuff, yeah, but I just think everything that requires... It depends on what it is, I suppose, but yeah, not the map dungeons themselves. Progression experience improvements. Added ways to obtain sanity usage permits. At the wake of the spring version release, you get more... will be more available in the region of development. Good. We're going to get... Sorry, my alarm's going off. There we go. The cycle rewards of the protocol pass tier and the protocol customized tier will also give an additional sanity usage permits. More sanity. This is all good, I think. The sanity discount event will be updated to the sanity supply event. By participating, you can obtain emergency sanity boosters and sanity usage permits. By completing daily logins and sanity consumption objectives, you can obtain a total of emergency sanity boosters times 4 and 8 per permits. Okay, cool. Dope. Yeah, I think any of this is extra. This is all good for me. We've got the Operator Progression Booster event. By reaching progression goals, such as leveling up operators and weapons and upgrading skills and talents, you can receive back plenty of progression materials, including Proto Prism, combat records, arms inspection kits, T-creds, all this stuff. T-creds is good. I would like more ways to get T-creds if I'm kind of broke in the game at the minute, T-creds wise, I am. If these goals have already been met when the event begins, you can claim the corresponding rewards directly. Cool. Free monthly pass as well. This is the revamp of the monthly pass, and you're going to be getting it for free for the month as well. Right, I think that is exactly what it is, right? So, hey, that's good. Some people was framing it as that it's a bad thing because now you're going to realise how dog shit the game is without it, and you're going to want to buy it, which, of course, companies do these things because, hey, you've tasted the rainbow now. You don't want to go back, but, like, come on, man. You know? They give you extra shit, and it's a problem. I honestly don't see the issue with this personally, if I'm honest. So after the new version goes live, monthly pass, daily rewards will include an additional sanity usage permits. I'm not gonna lie, I would like a few extra aura barrel. You know. From the date of the update, version preview special program broadcast 11th until the version update maintenance, administrators who claim their monthly pass daily rewards during this period will be sent the corresponding rewards, number of sanity usage permits via in-game mail on the first day of the new version. Dope. So we get that retroactively for the people who've already bought it. That's cool. For those who purchase a monthly pass before at the wake of the spring version update and maintenance, a one-time grant of, oh, sweet. So we get 120. Permit untrimes 120 we sent to it. Oh, okay, that's dope then. Okay. I missed that in the stream, actually. I think they did mention that, didn't they? I think I missed that, though. Yeah, you know, just a nice bonus thing. Exactly right. It's free shit, you know? When you're getting free shit, which, of course, is a gacha game. I understand the argument there. But when you're given extra on top of what you would usually get, you can't then moan that you're not continually getting it. For me, it's a pass. Most games don't even do this, and when they do, it's a little one-time thing. And let's face it, whenever you get a battle pass or a monthly pass or whatever, and you go from being free to spending, although you're not spending, it doesn't feel as good when you go back to being free. That's what these games are. Let's not pretend it's exclusive to Enfield, right? This is the same thing for every single freaking game. So, on the update as well, a pristine monthly pass tribute. Basically, you're going to get the pass for the month, which is great, right? So you get all the stuff that you get in the pass as well. Brilliant. I think this is really cool, in my opinion. And then we go on to the Fest of Brilliance, the special headhunting open, which this caused a little bit of a stir initially, right? And I understand why, because it's early rerun, which I still think's good, because we spoke about this before with the way the gacha system's working, and a lot of people who were Arknights players were like, shit, so there's no migration to the standard banner, then we really need regular reruns, right? And it seems like that's gonna be their thing. Maybe this is just special for what's going on now, or this is going to be how things go. Every couple of patches, we're going to get something like this where you get a batch banner comes in and you can select them, because apparently, according to Twitter and according to my Discord, that's what you can do. So let's have a look then. So this will begin on May 14th. 6-star operators that may appear in this special headhunting include Lev, Gibby, Ardelia, and Pog. The guarantee count for this special headhunting is calculated independently and does not carry over. So this is just, it's in its own little vacuum. It doesn't carry over to any of the other premium banners, any of the other limited banners, right? I do believe some does carry over to the standards, if I was correct in looking what Twitter was saying. So it's calculated independently, it doesn't carry over. 5-star or better operators guaranteed within 10. Normal. 6-star operators guaranteed within 80 headhunting attempts. So wait. What is there, a 50-50 and then you select us? Oh, hold on, let me read this here. So you're guaranteed an operator. A 6-star is guaranteed within 80. Okay, so that's standard. That's standard, right? Perform a certain number of headhunting attempts, earn the following rewards. Each headhunting or urgent recruitment attempts gives a bonus bond quota ×1. After performing 30 headhunting attempts, you will receive a 10 bonus urgent recruitment attempt, which counts as 1 free 10x headhunting attempt. This only valid during the Festive Brilliance and does not carry over to other headhunting banners. Okay, makes sense. I'm cool with that. The 10 headhunting attempt given by the urgent recruitment does not count towards the guarantee. Okay, so it's just a chance to get some more Arsenal tickets. And maybe get the unit, right? Dented picks. Wait, am I reading? Because it doesn't say you don't. It just says you get a 6-star guaranteed with an 80 here, right? It's not saying you actually get the you get to select, right? Oh, look, let's keep reading though. So yeah, that's just an extra 10 free in the what's it, but it doesn't count towards the standard thing. But it's just because it's a vacuum, it works a little bit different in a way. But yeah, pretty much the same thing. Perform a total of 120 attempts to receive a bonus Shimmering Moment designation permit. This lets you choose and get one 6-star operator for free. Following the Levy, Gilberta, Ardelia, Pog, this bonus can only trigger one time in the... Okay, so at 120, we get the selector. And at 80, we get a 50-50. Better operator, 5-star, better operator, 6-star operators and guaranteed within 80 headhunting attempts. So we can come out of this with 2 units then. So we could come out of this with 2 units then, can't we? So this is a good banner then, really, if you were after one of these units. Because, like, I'm contemplating going for Gibby because it seems like she was a really good option. So on my run to guaranteeing Gibby, I could get Levy at 80 pulls. That sounds kind of fire. That's really good. In my opinion. Obviously, you're going to have to... You're not going to be getting these tickets, so you're going to be having to convert your Barrel, of course. So it's... If you've got extra, and if you're not pulling on Zhuang, maybe, and you miss one of these banners. So, this is cool, then. This is cool. It's the same as any other guarantee. You just choose your guarantee. Pretty much, yeah? Yeah? So... I just thought, with it being a selector at 120, maybe there wouldn't be a 50-50 at 80 as well. So we trigger a 50-50 at 80, and at 120, we just select out of these. So it's a standard banner, pretty much. It's just, it's got 4 units on the banner. That's all you need to know. But obviously, because there isn't another one of these after, the dossier stuff and that doesn't carry on into another limited banner. So, yeah, I mean, that's pretty cool then. So, for every 240 attempts performed, okay, so you can just choose your dupes as well. So, that's cool as well. So, if you really want to just go and lamp in dupes, that's cool. You cannot choose a token for any listed 6-star operator you do not own. You cannot choose a token for any listed 6-star operator you do not own. Wait. Oh, that's on the dupes. I was going to... That's on the dupes, right? Okay, okay. So, once you've selected a unit... Your dupes can only be for the unit you've got then, right? And then everything else is just whatever happens is what I'm getting from that, right? Okay, okay. I'm correct on that, I believe, right? Shimmering Monument Designation Permit and Shimmering Moment Token Supply are bonus rewards available in this special headhunting banner. They will not affect operator drop rates or the guarantee count for the Festive Brilliance special headhunting or... Okay, right. It's self-contained banner. Self-contained banner. For detailed rules, please refer to the Festive Brilliance special headhunting details in-game after the banner begins. Okay, so... Not 50-50, more like 25-75. So this one... Well, yeah, it's not a 50-50. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, though. The 80s are triggered for a... Basically, there's no guarantee. The 120 is a guarantee. So you're right, yeah, it's a 25-75, basically. It's a 1 in 4 chance... on the 50-50. So it's 80 pulls. You've got a 1 in 4 chance to get Pog, Gibby, Lev, or Ardelia. And then at 120, you guarantee, basically. Well, it's not so much a guarantee. You just get a ticket to select who you want to choose. So, yeah, you could come out of this if you're lucky. You know, say you're coming in and you're like, shit, I really want to get Lev. 80, maybe you get super lucky. You get Pog or you get Gilberta. And then at 120, you choose your Levy, right? Or whatever. Or you get unlucky and you get Ardelia at 80, which, you know, I'll be pissed at that personally. That's who I'm trying to get. But I suppose a pop wouldn't be too bad on either of these two if I was going for one of these. But obviously, that'd be the ideal for me. I'll be going for Gibby. It'd be really nice if I got Levy on the 80 as well. Okay, then. So, yeah, that banner's a lot better than we thought then, right? That's a lot better than we thought. It's just a selector, really. But there's a 50-50 or a 25-75, a 1 in 4 chance, basically, to get something else on the way. Or, you know what? You might just get lucky, right? Say there's nobody else on that banner other than Gibby you want, and you get her on the run up to 80 pulls, buzzing, you bounce, right? You just bounce then. You're good to go. So, yeah, it could go either way. Okay, then. Optimization content still in development. So in addition to the patch version content, more optimizations and features are currently in active development and will be released in upcoming updates. Excuse me. Below is an early preview of some planned content. Gear artificing optimization. A bulk artificing feature will be added, allowing you to select multiple pieces of gear at once and materials and perform artificing continuously until successful, reducing repetitive actions. Thank you. We're getting the batch, the batch crafting. Now we're going to get the batch artificing after as well. We're going to have to wait for that. This is great because it's one of those things, right? It's a better system than something like Echoes. I mean, it was Echoes, sorry. And the RNG systems that you get in other games, but it has that thing of like, oh, okay, I have to build one, build on. All right, let's go over, let's try those. Artifice, success, artifice, back to building. You know, it's not the most enjoyable experience. It is a repetitive experience, and yeah, getting rid of this, brilliant. This is really good. This is good. Essence matching optimization. After selecting a target weapon in the new Essence wishlist, any flawless essence that perfectly matches the weapon's skills across all 3 stats, whether newly obtained or already owned invaluable stash, will automatically be locked and marked as perfect match. This is good. This is great. Mission, it stops any mistakes of you potentially feeding stuff wrongly or just burning through stuff like fodder and that, so this is cool. Mission priority display optimization. Operator side missions of the current narrative event will be displayed at the top of the mission list with additional tags to help you quickly find and experience the story. This is good, because sometimes it doesn't take too long, but it can just take you a moment sometimes. Like, wait, shit, is that quest for this? Obviously, you got it by region and stuff, but it's like, you know, it's a little bit too... It just takes you a few extra seconds is what I'm saying. Anything like that's good. It's just going to make it a little bit more apparent, right? Regional development interaction optimization. A new key mission entry point will be added to the main screen, displaying pending tasks from systems such as depot node and stock redistribution in one place, including unlocking, upgrading, and resource collection with quick navigation for faster handling. Cool. Yeah. Love this sort of stuff. These are the sort of QOLs on their own. Don't make major changes, right? But when you start adding them together, this is when games start to become a lot more of a smooth experience to play on a daily basis, right? Because this is the thing, these games want you to keep coming in and keep coming back and keep doing these things. They need to make it as smooth as possible. And it's really good that we're getting a lot of this so early on. So yeah, I'm really happy to see that this is all happening. When this happens, who knows? Hopefully this is in the next patch or two, especially like the artificing and stuff. This really should be coming in 1.3 personally. They're going to drop the batch crafting in 1.2. We shouldn't have to wait too long for artificing, right? Because it feels like a bit of a disconnect. So yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Add a new backup power feature. This is what we saw. You lose power, you're going to get a backup for an hour. So it's kind of cool, right? It's kind of cool, especially if you're fiddling around doing stuff or you're in a situation where you've just got a bit of a bottleneck and power drops and then everything else drops and then you get into this thing of, oh, fuck. So that's kind of cool. Isn't hour long enough? Like, I don't know. It's like, I think do you have to turn it on manually as well? I'm not too sure. It'd be kind of cool if you could have that. So, you know, sometimes when it happens when you're offline and you come back to a fucking clogged up base or something. That's happened to me a couple of times. It'd be nice if you could have some sort of auto system like that where it kind of lays you over. I'd like something like that as well. But yeah, that's cool. It's cool. Wooling power connection optimization. The Zero Night pylons and Zero Night relays within the core AIC area can be connected to outer Zero Night facilities, making it easy to adjust the power layout in the wilderness. Cool. All right, yeah. So that's the upcoming stuff that we don't know when it's coming. But yeah, these are all great little optimizations for me. What was this? Controller and mouse switching. The device switching logic will be optimized to allow seamless transition between world exploration. Confirmation and prompt will appear. Yeah, cool. Yeah, all right, yeah. All good little quality of life. I think the biggest thing out of this really is that we've got in the dev com, really. Of course, the combat things are great. The little quality of life things are cool. Free monthly pass is great. This is the big one, right, though. This is the big one. Now, it's going to be really interesting if this is how things are going to be dealt with in the future. I'm assuming so. It's a precedent. It doesn't mean that's how it's going to be, because maybe something special's happening. You know, we've got where they've got this. Is this how they're going to do reruns? Because I hope it is, because it would be a bit rough if we have double banners and reruns at the same time, because that might be just a bit too much for people who want to maybe pull on a banner and try and get a rerun going on at the same time. Be interested to see how they handle that going forward, if this is unique and we've got the you know, the singular banner and the rerun. And there's enough time to ride into the ship, in my opinion. Surely an area you can place. Oh yeah, I'm talking more if you're offline. I'm talking more if you're offline, as a little stopgap. You know, when you're offline, that's more what I'm thinking of. It doesn't happen often, and really it hasn't happened for a while. But you know, when you're first getting especially in Wuling, and you're first getting things together, and you just get little bottlenecks because of the scarcity of materials. A couple of times I've come back online, like, fuck, I ain't produced any materials for the last 5 hours because shit got clogged up. Yeah, I think something like that maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see. But this is brilliant. Yeah, a lot of people was worried this was a scam banner. So yeah, basically reruns are gonna be it's just gonna be a standard rerun when you think about it, right? It's just that it's gonna be 4 units all at once, and on that rerun, you can fail to one of the other units on that run, which is fine because you can select the unit anyway. So yeah, it went from being potential scam banner to actually kind of all right, to be fair. So if this is how reruns are dealt with in the future, I'll be happy. And if we see it at this sort of time frame, that'll be great, right? That'll be really good. So yeah, I think as well, having the 4 characters to choose from, I think is really good as well, because instead of just having that one banner and then waiting for the next banner, you can, like, you know, you might change your mind through the patch and be like, actually, shit, you know, fuck, I'm going for Gibby now. Oh, actually, no, I really want to get Ardelia. Well, you've probably got Ardelia. If you haven't got Ardelia, you didn't. Yeah, well, actually, even if you start the game now, you get Ardelia, right? Or was that just at launch? I'm not too sure. Whatever, anyway. You know, I like the idea of this. Going forward in the future, it'll probably be different, of course, because obviously we won't have a character that everybody got access to at the start of the game. So, yeah, man. Yeah, I'm really happy about this. I'm really happy about this banner. I am. It's a good thing. And it'll be interesting to see now, is this the sort of time frame we're going to be seeing reruns happen at? Every couple of patches? I feel like that'll probably be a bit too short. So I wouldn't expect to see something like this again, personally, probably until like pushing 1.2, 2.0 or 2.0, right? Be interesting to see. Be interesting to see what they do and how they deal with it, and how many characters come out as well, and the length of patches and stuff as well. So yeah, man, yeah, really good. I think good devcom, some little bits and pieces in here. Major thing, the banner, awesome to see. So yeah, they snatched victory from the jaws of defeat, right? Because everybody was like, shit, they're fucking us over, man. What are they doing? So if this is how things are going to go, not having a standard banner sucks. I mean, characters going to the standard banner, should I say? But it's you know, it's a decent option, I guess. So yeah, I'll take it. Yeah, that's a devcom for 1.2 and the stuff beyond as well, man.